Thank you so much for watching this particular video. I'm Rami Omar, and it took me 30 years to build this understanding explained in 5 minutes. I wouldn't skip this message if I were you, but I understand it may take years before you truly understand the meaning behind this 5 minutes of self-reflection on the Free Palestina slogan, call to action. We've never stayed silent, first of all. We are the voices you always have skipped on instead. We're that inner voice, but now louder than ever before, trying to get 5 minutes of your pressure attention before considering to continue scrolling down watching purposeless videos on TikTok, Reels, and YouTube. If you had to choose between peace and justice, which would you prioritize? Unfortunately, you can't have both simultaneously. Give it a try. Trust me, you do not know how this 5 minutes of self-reflection could impact your life that much. It starts with things you think you know, but it will elevate your perception, and no other video can help you finding answers you've been searching for your entire life. In my case, 30 years. Today's justice means inflicting pain on others to make them understand the impact of their actions, on how much pain it caused on your life. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below this video, but for me, this doesn't make sense. By doing so, we build a society based on violence rather than compassion. Despite preaching otherwise, our actions in the pursuit of justice, if copied by others, reflect the very violence we claim to oppose. From kidnapping what we call arresting, to public shaming by the court and media, we dehumanize individuals, making it easier to enslave them, evident in our prison systems, where individuals work for mere pennies. This greed-driven cycle persists, where lengthy sentences benefit corporations at the expense of human dignity. If we want a different outcome, we must lead with compassion, prioritizing rehabilitation over punishment, and striving for a society built on empathy and understanding. Ruling with fear does not earn respect from anyone, not even from animals. If someone were to use the same force in pursuing justice towards animals, we would have stood up and called it out as animal abuse. How will 25 years isolating an animal from society help rehabilitate them within society? It's just legal revenge stems from wrath and anger, 2 of the 7 deadly sins that makes life possible but doesn't have to determine or actions. The government should understand that, because every 4 years there is a new fresh start, what they call elections, but that is only for them and not for their citizens the case. But we fail to stand for even our own values that we preach these days, all in pursuit of favoring social media algorithms, and the audiences lack to retain an attention span for longer than 15 seconds before scrolling further. No wonder we are today finding ourselves in a world that many don't feel they've got much to lose, because the government that are in essence a reflection of your values and mine doesn't truly care. Ruling with understanding, compassion, and forgiveness to create a new, fresh start is what has always created peace between nations to begin with. You respect those who have all power and rights to punish you but choose to rule with compassion, mercy, and love. And instead of advocating for other communities to do what you think is right for your community, be the one from your community to do right, and live by what you're advocating for by treating other communities. Can you mention one community that you treated the way you advocate other communities to treat you and support you this past 75 years? So reconsider to negotiate. Understand that defending a country or community is different. The community's value is not the land, but their mindset and actions. A country isn't a piece of land, but the bond of humanity, mutual understanding regardless of beliefs, and we all aiming for the same essence: joy, not fear. So advocate for a country that isn't favoring any religion but humanity. Fight for a better sleep experience at night. Keep advocating for free Palestine is asking Palestinians to fight until Israel leaves or until Palestinians all die. I'm against the mindset of free Palestine. I'm pro-life, not pro-death. Because all free Palestine stands for is death. You can't expect to keep fighting without causing more death. Forget religion. The Prophet Muhammad would never advocate after 75 years of losing land, lives, children, parents, for even more of that Free Palestine call to actions when witnessing to what it has let. This slogan pushed Palestinians to keep fighting a lost war. Why? Is it because of anger, or rather, wrath? Because that's what religion tried to warn you about what happens once led a life based on emotions rather than interconnection. Land cannot justify the death of even one life, or are you able to buy a child's life back to still its mother's grief? Killing one, no matter which side of any story or whatever you think justifies this, is wrong. If you preach for something, make sure you live by example from now. Not tomorrow, but now. This is a warning message from the universe. There are no coincidences in life.